He got on an all black Pro Club hoodie. You know what time it is. Them
Out
worse
here
than black
looking
Air
like
Force
Kiss, or
Ones.
like he a member of the Locks. But what up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Garage Days, where we are fearless but never reckless. By now you know all of the hosts, but in case you're a newcomer, you got myself, Beans. You got the Shaman in the house. Howard, what up? And we got Chop, we got Tay, and we got two of our more favorite or more likable words guest, and Miss Cam and Mr. Milton. Him, her, him, he, she, her, whatever, just being politically correct. First topic though, go ahead and dive right into Jerry Jones. So for those who don't know, Jerry Jones was recently a picture recently surfaced of a 15-year-old Jerry Jones when he is frontline. I believe they were in Arkansas, and he is protesting and trying, just doing segregation and everything, blacks out of his school, out of the public school and things like that. So that picture, I'm sorry, go ahead.
He talking about the Little Rock Nine, for those that don't know, when the first 9 members desegregated the school system in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of media, regardless of race, regardless of culture, ethnicity, that is saying that was over 50 years ago. He shouldn't be held accountable. No 15-year-old should be punished for something. Nobody should be punished for something that they did when they were at the age of 15. And it's disturbing on a few counts for me. One being that them same people has a whole different type of energy for people like Kyrie Irving, right or wrong, right? They still had a different energy towards them. And if that's the case, at age 15, we see I know people personally that can't get a job, certain jobs, because at age 15, they have assault on their record. Or what about when a 15-year-old get gunned down, unarmed 15-year-old get gunned down? Like 15-year-olds get punished or receive a consequence for their choices or actions or lack thereof all the time. But for whatever reason, current media is choosing to omit whatever wrongs that Jerry Jones may have committed when he was 15. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to one of our other hosts and let them share their thoughts and opinions. Anyone could go ahead and take the floor.
Talk about it, Chop. Chop brought it up. Oh, my bad, Tay.
You muted, Tay. Tay, you muted.
He's not muted. He's got that Boost Mobile.
Yeah, you bought it for me. I just want to say this real quick. Do you think it makes a difference because Jerry Jones wasn't convicted of anything?
What was Kyrie convicted of?
Exactly. What could he be convicted of at 15? Like, there was no charges brought up or anything. Yeah, it was a picture. I strongly, have feelings about it also, because I think it's white privilege. Nothing's going to happen to this man. He's a person in position of power. But I think people are sweeping it under the rug, not only because he's white, but also because he was never convicted of anything for this, like no hate crime or anything like that. So that's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a realist, and I try to look at things objectively before making a decision. But looking at that picture, right? And I'm not talking about the history of it, but just looking at the visuals of the picture within itself, he didn't look like someone that was involved in a riot. He didn't look like someone that was involved in keeping these people or these blacks from integrating his school, or that school. Some might say he was just a spectator, right? To me, a lot of his demeanor within that photo represented that. But it's no secret, though, right? He was very vocal about black people not kneeling for his organization. And the reality is, some people say, well, he's changed, or you can change, but this is business. This is business. These black people that he may dislike, they've made him a billionaire, and he realizes that. So for him to come out and say, oh, I'm not racist anymore, or whatever, however he may communicate it, it's like, we got to look at it from both sides, right? I think he should be held accountable. I mean, look at Donald Sterling. Look at the guy from the the owner for the Suns, right? Look what they're trying to do to Dan Snyder. So I think he should be held accountable. The flip side to it, can people change? Sure, right? But at the same time, has they ever had anybody black in their front office? Have they ever had a black head coach? Have they ever had a black quarterback besides Chris Carter? Not Chris Carter. What was his name? Number 17 from Georgia? Quincy Carter. Quincy Carter, right? So you have to consider all these things. Now, the sad part is, okay, what if he is held accountable, right? What does that even look like today? Are we forcing him to sell his team? You know, like, I've done some pretty fucked up things at 14, 15. Do I want to lose my profession over some things I did then? I don't. But if it came out,
But it happens all the time,
But it happens. It happens, right?
Once when people find out about certain things that you've done as a 15-year-old, when those resurface, unfortunately, it happens.
Absolutely.
So, and my thing is, was he there looking like someone riding? No, but guilty by association is
absolutely
a real thing.
Absolutely.
Like, you're there, nigga, you guilty.
So I say all that to say he should for sure be held accountable. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not sure what that looks like. Especially, I'm not sure what that looks like. I mean, come on, bro. Like, let's be honest. The Cowboys are one of the richest organizations in the world, let alone sports. I mean, that's gonna be an uphill battle. I don't know what it looks like, bro. I do think he should be held accountable, though.
But that's why I feel he should be held accountable, and probably to a higher standard as what like a Kyrie Irving was. Because you are on that pedestal. You're America's team. You're all of these great things, right? So at minimum, even though I believe it really should be more, but at minimum, same as Kyrie, you need some type of culture and diversity training. I want your ass to give to some charity. I want like the same thing Kyrie had, suspended or something, or lose a draft pick. I ain't saying got to be first round, but your team got to lose a draft pick or something. Like, these are all punishments that we've seen sports organizations make over the years. So
I think the hard part with that, though, Beans, if I'm honest, bro, what does that even look like, right? Yeah, Jerry Jones is probably just as far as I can remember, one of the more senior owners in the league, right? So let's just call a spade, and let's just say most owners have the same ideology, right? And remember, the commissioner worked for the owners. So who's gonna? I'm sure these conversations were had, right? Even when they were talking about cap. So who's going to say, hey, you got to take this on the chin for us? I don't know if Cat's willing to say that, especially with Snyder going through what he's going through. So it kind of seems like every man for himself. But at the same time, I don't know if they're willing to risk the brand, right? Because I think it validates a lot of what we already knew within these organizations, within these pro sports organizations at the higher ups. So yeah, man, I think it's bullshit. I think he should be accountable. I think something has to happen, but realistically, based on what we've seen, because they just say he was part of the mob. They didn't say he did anything. There's, like you said, Beans, there's no court record of him doing or saying anything. So it's really like you holding me accountable for being there. Like, the entire school was there. And I can easily see that being his ploy or his out.
True. Okay.
I want to fight Stephen A. Smith. Like,
wow.
Like,
and I was one of the last hanging on cat. I was rocking with Stephen A. Even through the Kyrie shit. But
I just want to fight him. I don't want to fight him in the public, because I still believe in like us disciplining each other behind closed doors, right? Us having these deep conversations. But I just want to like sit down and just really just like, he was 15, right? So whatever, my nigga. You can't. I looked at Jerry Jones 2 years ago. You couldn't tell me he had racist tendencies. All them old white niggas got racist tendencies. You feel me? And this is what it is. No, right, wrong, or indifferent. It is what it is, right? Like you said, boy that made billions of dollars off of black people. Yeah, I like y'all. I'm a billionaire. You feel me? It is what it is. My issue with the whole situation, and yeah, he should be held accountable to an extent, but he was 15. My issue was with the media. How quickly they came to defend. Jerry, and how quickly they came to condemn Kyrie. That's my issue. And, and I ain't even talking about the media that don't look like us, and I hate playing a race game, but it is what it is. I ain't even talking about them. So be it. They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm talking about the ones that look like us. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I couldn't, like, when I was listening to Stephen A. Smith talk, like, I try to keep my anger inside, but I was just listening to him like, bro, like, come on, where was this energy at for Kyrie, who's way younger than than Jerry Jones, who still got a lot of learning to do. It's like, bruh, it's like, I'm so happy we're in media now and we could be a voice of like
What you
some
say?
type of reason.
What you say?
We're in media, nigga. You shitting me,
Oh,
nigga.
shit.
You part of the media, nigga. We in
Yo,
the
buddy.
game. You feel me? But yeah, we gotta be, but we gotta like we good at holding people accountable when they be on fuck shit, but we also gotta go to bat for our folks, especially when somebody just get on there, just start condemning and then go fucking, man, I don't want to use the word wet the bed, afraid wet the bed, but wet the bed for Jerry Jones. Oh, I know him. And it just have his back so freely and just shit it on Kyrie.
I disagree, bro. I think the black community is very good at holding us accountable while making while making excuses
Yeah.
for the others, right? Because
Yeah.
if Milton do something, oh, we go chastise Milton. Hey, Milton, you tripping, you foul, you out of pocket, you stealing from the homies or whatever, right? And it's gonna be an issue. But let Balenciaga come out with some, you know what I'm saying, with some fucking some child pornography shit as a fucking as a marketing ploy.
For
What
sure.
we do, we go out and we buy the new Balenciaga shirt, but we just ain't gonna get that on it, but we go get the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
You're right, cause niggas still out here wearing Tommy Hilfiger. I seen somebody baby in the Tommy Hilfiger shirt the other day.
Yeah.
Sad shit.
I'm telling you, bro, as a culture, I hate harping on, we talked about this last week, but as a culture, we got to start doing better. We got to start changing our perspective, how we look at shit. We always say we want to progress and get better, but that progression comes with work and it comes with a different mindset. We got to start doing it, or we gonna always stay in that quote unquote slave mentality. Period.
What the new song? It's what the chicks be saying? Oh, it's cool when I do it or some shit like that. What they say? Y'all know the song.
You know, I ain't a cool kid, Mill. Chop, I ain't on it with the new times yet. I don't know.
Man, it's one of those little hot girl songs. What the chicks say? I'll come back to you. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, man. We just gotta change our mindset, man. We gotta hold each other accountable. I'm with that, but we can't just go run and try to defend someone when they did some fuck shit.
Hey Cam, I heard that too. I heard he never said that. I don't really know who's right, who's wrong. But I did hear that some years ago too.
See, I'm mad because it's a Tommy Hilfiger outlet by my house. I've been missing a buy one get one free for nothing.
I'm saying, check your sources. Check your sources.
Hey, but you know what though? Because I heard that probably when I was 15 years old. So that shit stuck. Because who I was at 15 years later, I'm still carrying some of that same shit. I just told Howard a story earlier about what a teacher told me when I was in the 7th grade about coffee. So I'm saying that to say, shit that Jerry Jones learned as a youngster, you can't tell me some of those things not still in him. I just refuse to believe it.
I mean, but no doubt, bro. You can tell me looking at look at him, bro. It's like you can walk past the person and be like, that nigga racist.
Howard, I say it all the time, right? If somebody could do something for you, you would look the other. Regardless of color, you want it. We're at football. When Wes working, I said, Howard, we need one of these niggas. We need a Cooper Cup. We need one of these white real motherfuckers because they were dominating the game. And that's all Jerry Jones did. Don't get it twisted. He probably was looking. Hey, as a matter of fact, Alabama went and did the same thing years ago when they came out and played USC. Was like in the 80s or some shit like that. And I don't know who the running back was. One of the USC greats running up and down the field. And the story goes, matter of fact, or was it West Virginia? I think it was Bobby Bowden when he was at West Virginia. But somebody was like, "Hey, we need one of these motherfuckers." Marcus Allen and them running up and down the field. Hey, fuck that. Let's go get us a black motherfucker to run the ball.
Who is Kentucky basketball arena named after?
Exactly. Rupp.
It's called a Rupp Arena. Rupp would not let niggas play there until Texas El Paso beat their ass. Listen, I kind of need some niggas on my team.
Hey, as quiet as it kept, Pat Riley was one of them racist niggas on the team.
Damn, I
quiet as it kept. Pat Riley was
like Pat. Don't do that. I like Pat.
Pat Riley alert.
Don't do that, bro. I like Pat, bro. I like Pat. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I wouldn't be surprised. Man.
At all.
Don't do Pat. Don't put Pat on there.
Bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you why Pat probably changed because white niggas turned their back on Pat, and when that happened, the black niggas still had Pat back. The Norm Nixons and all of you feel me, Magic Johnson, they had Pat back. So he probably like, you know what, he probably got some love for him. But anyway, that's besides the point. But did anybody else want to share on this topic? Anybody want to share their thoughts and opinions on Jerry Jones, anything like that?
Milt Raymond.
or Stephen A. or Cam or
Cam.
Stephen A. You know, because he quick to tell somebody to lay off the weed and all of this shit, making jokes and shit, but
All
ain't
them
got
old,
no but
all them
negative
old
nothing.
white people racist. All of them.
And I know it's
I
fucked up
take
to
it a
say.
step further. I think all people are racist, right? Like we
too.
all have
Oh,
that
yeah.
in us.
Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. We do.
Would you say racist, Cam, or prejudice?
No, I say racist.
Okay.
I know there's a school of thought, right, that says like you can't be racist without the power. So I'm not saying like we necessarily hold power over other people, but I do think like, look, if you're driving in a car and somebody make a fucked up maneuver, what do you think in your head about that?
Old
What
white
who that
lady,
person-
illegal Mexican.
This is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So
I tend
know,
to
I-
say, where did they learn to drive?
you are evolved, my friend.
Get out of here, bro.
You're evolved, my friend.
I agree with you, Cam. I remember when me and Trina went to New Orleans, right? And we went to this restaurant called Willie Mae's. It's supposed to have the best fried chicken in the world. I walked in the restaurant. I looked around. I seen nothing but cocks. I said, this shit is going to be trash. Is that racist?
No.
That's discrimination. That's prejudice, actually. That's prejudice. It's not racism.
Yeah.
Or facts, though? Because it was trash.
Well,
You said it was the best chicken you ever had.
No, I said that's
no,
what
he
they
said
said.
it's supposed to be.
It was supposed to be
Oh.
the best chicken they ever had.
Oh, you've been better off going
When
to
we
KFC.
walked in there,
big dog.
we got out the Uber. I looked around. I said, damn, there's a lot of white people here for
Hey,
some fried
speaking
chicken.
of, that's what I said about KFC. KFC white people chicken. So the same shit. It
KFC
ain't
spicy
fried
fire,
hard.
right? Like KFC spicy fire. You better
Oh,
relax.
it ain't
nigga.
fried hard enough. That shit for white people.
Nah, not the original joint. Original joint trash. They spicy
I,
joint.
hey,
the
I
crispy
don't
shit.
defend that shit. I know you used to work there, but don't defend that shit.
Oh, hey, the whole family worked there. God damn.
Exactly. Hey, hey, nah, the spicy nah, over there, that shit.
Hey, she, relax, she, relax.
No, I'm just saying a lot of good things came out of there. Motherfuckers found love. Y'all two motherfuckers was there and shit. Like, I
Whole
went
ass
to a
marriage.
KFC. Hey, you feel me? A whole life
Last
out the
marriage
deal.
came out of KFC.
Oh, that soggy ass chicken.
Oh man.
All right. Well, if that's the only if that's it for that topic, we can go ahead and move on. So our next topic is, and the next matter of fact, it's just gonna be one big kind of conglomerate. I drive away from restaurants. Cam, let us hear your singing voice. You can talk, but I'll read it out for you. I drive away from the restaurants where there are too many melanin deficient people there. Absolutely.
I love how she said that. Melanin deficient. I like it, Cam.
Absolutely. Hey, but
Shout
I'm gonna
out to
tell y'all,
Cam.
at one point I used to be skeptic. This was young before I knew better. When I went into Louisiana Fried Chicken, I seen all them Asian people. But the motherfuckers knew what they was doing.
No. Listen, they know how to fry some chicken.
Slapping.
They know how to fry some chicken. You shitting me?
But I be talking about it, no better. I was like, I can eat this shit. But yeah, the motherfuckers know what they doing.
Y'all know the black people taught them how to fry chicken when they was over there for the war. Come on, y'all.
Talk
Come
about
on.
it,
Absolutely.
Cam. You better
Either
talk
that or they
about it,
bought the
Cam.
recipe. But we'll sell any goddamn thing for a check.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Y'all know we will. We get Big Mama house. Before you know it, we buy one too many J's, and before you know it, we ain't goddamn sold the family legacy to live in a goddamn apartment in Palmdale. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's
So-
after we already got opened up a damn cable bill and our kid name.
You
and
know what I'm
all
saying?
that type of shit. But
Y'all crazy.
excuse me. Next topic though is the black culture hurting because black families are no longer as tight as they once upon a time was. And another branch of that is, what's your guys' thoughts on black families kind of not kicking out, but kind of encouraging our kids to leave the home at age 18 when we probably know they're not ready, whether mentally, emotionally, financially, all of that stuff. Cam, you go ahead first, Cam. I like you raise your hand. Go ahead, Cam. You're a superstar. Go ahead.
Thank you. Well, since we just had, the holidays, I think about this often around the holidays because I just remember being a young kid and we all get together at my grandma's house in Compton and, it's Thanksgiving and we there all day and we eating and, talking crap and playing games and whatever. And we really don't do that anymore. And I think that, as a Black people, we always tend to look at the negative about things. And it might be some truth to some of that. But I think some of it too is positive, right? Like a lot of it had to do with access. A lot of it had to do with financial ability or stability. Like you didn't have the means to maybe travel during the holidays and you do now, or you never knew anybody who moved away from Compton. So everybody just stayed there. But now, you went to college and you moved away from home, and going back triggers, different things in your life. And so you trying to break generational curses and things like that. So I think it's, multidimensional. I don't know if the Black family is suffering because of it, but I think that there's a lot of reasons why those kinds of things happen. So that's just kind of my take on that.
I'll answer the first question, Beans, about I think the second part was about our kids moving out before 18.
Or at age 18, but yeah, or before shit. Pretty much when you graduate high school, bye, nigga. That's how it seems like it goes.
So look, y'all, I'm sorry, man. Look. I text my daughter. I was like, "Hey, did anything happen at school today?" And she said, "I'll tell you in the car." I said, "Did you get in trouble? Yes or no?" So she's typing. She's like, "Well, this girl pushed me. I pushed her back. She pushed me again. So I defended myself."
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey,
Can we clap? We clap for that one time.
listen, I tell mine every time. Hey, don't let nobody get in your space, and don't let nobody talk to you crazy. I ain't saying you need to fight, but hey, don't let nobody get in your face and all that.
Hey, let her know Uncle Bean said don't even give it a chance for the first push.
Nah, hey, for real.
Because you never know, that
crazy.
first push might be the first punch, and that first punch might be the one to put you out.
Absolutely.
Hey, word to Moto. Bomb first.
Bomb first.
Hey, you already that nigga know I'm
word to
stealing
Moto.
first.
Bomb first.
He's stealing first every time. He don't give a fuck. You say something, it is.
I forgot to say, and she fired it on and hit her in the eye.
Oh, okay.
But
so with that talk like mom's gonna be like, or are you gonna sweep it under the rug, have her fake sick?
I ain't even know what happened. My wife called me and was like, "Hey, did the principal call you?" I'm like, nah. I'm like, shit, nah.
I already know.
So then, so I don't know, but she didn't get suspended, nothing like that. Didn't call, so it couldn't have been that bad, right?
Right.
Or maybe they just know that the other little girl kept fucking with her, and they probably looking at it like, well, she defended herself.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So we go figure it out. But the second part of the question was, do we force our kids out of the house? I think that was our parents' generation. Every brother that I talk to, every sister that I talk to, none of us really have that ideology anymore. And when we do have that ideology, it's more about not getting them out the house for good, but more about getting them out the house and encouraging them to expand, whether that be college, going cross country, studying abroad. But it's not necessarily, hey, at 18, you got to get the fuck out of here. I don't know anybody with kids today that has that approach.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think kids have that mindset?
Of course.
Even if parents don't. The
course.
kids like, I can't wait to get 18 and live under my own rules, do my own thing, because they think life is a fairy tale.
Of course, right? But it's also our responsibility to either do one or two things, right? Prevent them from spreading their wings, or allowing them to spread their wings, but giving them the opportunity to come back to correct their actions. And not to say that they wrong themselves by any means, but I mean, there's a lot of life to learn out there, bro. And as parents, we can't it's not on our time or our course. Sometimes it's just life.
You ready to go, huh, Milt? Ain't she only like 14, 15?
Now she's 16, but she share a room with our youngest daughter, so she want her own space.
Yeah, well, you giving her an incentive to leave, nigga.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't worry about that. I'm working on that, but she ain't going nowhere. Once she realizes how much money she's gonna need to be on her own, she's gonna be like, I'll stay home.
But look, I'm happy you said that, right? Because that's the other part of it. Minimum wage, we kind of talked about it on one of our last shows. Minimum wage is what, $8-9 or some shit like that. And I looked up the average apartment in the LA area was like $1,900 or some shit like that. Like, you can't afford, even if making $15 an hour, you can't afford to live on your own.
Facts.
Shit, probably even 20. Like, legit, it's almost like times are, if you don't have a spouse or a roommate, it's difficult to live on your own as a fucking 18-year-old, But anybody else, chime in, Tay, anybody, y'all want to chime in on that?
Question number one. I think the lack of black structure is why the culture is a little off. I just don't think, Corey, we had an extensive conversation. And you the reason why when me and you was talking, and I was like, I stepped back and I was like, well, damn, is that why the culture is a little off? Because the balance is off, right? And I don't want to go into too much details into our conversation, but I just think we're missing the element of pawpaw. We got a lot of big mama, but we missing the structure, the discipline of pawpaw. And pawpaw was out doing pawpaw, so he kind of like dropped the ball on that. You feel me? But I think like certain things would be different if the discipline, the understanding was instilled, and then we also got the game of the emotion, the nurturing, and deeply unconditional love from Big Mama. If those two things were being balanced, we'll be moving in a different capacity. That's my opinion. Secondly, when kids turn 18, they don't know shit, but there's a big word that's gonna come with them when they turn 18. It's called earn. You gotta start earning your keep. You can stay here as long as you want, but you got to start earning your keep. And it's hard for me to even say that about my daughter, but I still heard the same things I instill in Jordan. You know what I mean? But yeah, like 18, nigga don't know shit, bro. I don't think I was going at 18. I was going at 19. Left, came back. Mom had the door open for me. God bless him. But you don't know shit, bro. This shit is rough. You go out here thinking you know something, bro. Then this world is anything. It's the motherfucker, bro. And bills don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm here.
Hey,
you feel me?
Howard,
Got your ass in the chokehold.
At age 18, I had 3 cars and 3 repos. And I didn't have a job, so I don't know how the fuck I kept getting cars. Nigga, the job I have now is my one and only job I ever had in my fucking life.
Bro, no cap. I remember when you put up on Anzac with the Jag, right? I was at my mama's house, right? I was like, how the fuck did this nigga get a Jaguar? You feel me? I said, oh no. And I'm like, yo, I ain't paying the note.
Nigga had no job, no nothing.
Nigga had no job. This nigga going to school at Southwest College. I'm like, yo, how are we doing this? Like, what are we doing here? But nah, bro, we don't know shit at 18, man. Like, it's 18. We're still teens. They don't know shit.
But also though, at 18 in 01, 02, 03, you can still find a spot for 800 to 1,000 a month, and so you can afford to kind of learn, by falling on your head. Shit, these kids can't afford to learn these days.
Right.
Let me ask you this though, she and take you two beats. Everybody here. All right, say like the kid turns 18, right? When is enough is enough? Where you be like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out, right? If they ain't getting up, they ain't earning their keep, they ain't going to work, they just like still trying to live off parents. When do you be like, you gotta get the fuck out and go learn this lesson?
I think that shit starts now, bro. If it know what I'm saying, like if I wait to 18 to try to lay that foundation,
facts. I agree.
I failed as a father.
I agree.
But my general rule of thumb, when you leave my house, no matter what the fuck it looks like, you gotta have 30 grand in cash.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, right? So because I realized, I'm gonna treat college like our parents treated the military. If you know what you want to do and you can get a certificate and be successful, boom, let's do it. But if you don't know what you want to do, your ass going to college.
Right.
That's just what it is. You're going to college. So I ain't you can't leave unless you got 30 grand. So goddamn it, live freely, but the goddamn rules remain the same. Hey, this ain't no whole house. Don't be bringing no niggas up into here.
You stupid.
I feel that. But you're right too, she, with the it starts now type of thing. Because I'm a big extracurricular activity dad. Like you're not just going to school and coming home. Like you're gonna go to school and do something else. You're gonna get in the habit of being a hard worker, regardless of what that is. Cam, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. We're talking about kids getting kicked out at 18 and what have you. I like Rasheed said, I think that that's something that was with our parents' generation more so, and with being young mothers and not really know what they're doing. And I know for me, like my sister's 28 and she's just now, this is her first year moving out and living on her own. Like she's been able to live with my parents. They've been able to I mean, they're letting her figure it out. Like it's not pretty, but it's a different world that they're living in. These kids that are at least even 10 years younger than us. I mean, I'm 38. I don't know about y'all, but but when I think about it, like I went to college, but after college, like she said, I got an apartment for 800 of one bedroom for $800 a month. I had a new Dodge Charger. Like I felt like I was balling, making like 17 for real, like making like $17 an hour, but I was able to survive, pay all my bills. Like I was good. You can't do that now, and people are barely making $10 an hour. So, and that's in LA, like you said, the rents are so high. So I think that, it's really important if you have kids that you instill in them, like you said, hard work, but also like the cost of things, right? Like it's the holiday season. My kids' Christmas list look like who done it and what for. And I'm like, they don't know the value of $1 because things are so expensive anyway. Like even on top of all of that. So, it's really important financial literacy. Like she said, make sure you have a plan in place with your kids, but it starts so early. It starts so young because like you said, at 18, they already think they know everything. Shit. We probably thought we knew everything at 15. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you know everything when you're coming up, but it's like on us to talk to our kids and make sure that they understand, like, we've been here, we know, let us help and guide you. But yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know anybody that's kicking their kids out. If anything, I feel like people are like kind of coddling them more than anything, like taking care of them and not making them be responsible for themselves into their teens and early 20s.
Okay. I have another question for you guys. Do you think that the generation before us, right? So our parents' generation is one of the contributing factors to the youth potential struggle. What I mean by that is, right, low income housing, Section 8 and all of that stuff. I remember one of my cousins, she told me like she 8 years down on the waiting list or some shit like that, which is fucking ridiculous. But then you look up, and I'm gonna be honest, my mama, one of these people, I love her, but one of these people, and it's by choice too. It's not because she has to, but it's by choice. Who's still in a low income home? Who's still making some 20-year-old or 21-year-old person have to wait instead of moving out that damn house and moving on?
Yeah, it was taught, bro. It was taught to go get on the county, go get that free check, go get that low income house. Some people are fine, collecting that check, bro, and being on a spending limit monthly instead of going out here and getting your money, earning it, and having no cap onto what you can actually earn yourself. A lot of people are fine with, that government assistance every month.
Absolutely. Do you guys think the people that are fine with it is because they're comfortable in it or they don't want to struggle, right? Because that's another thing of it. If you look at the pros and the cons, you can stay getting this government assistance and living comfortable to a certain degree, right? Not let's say that you like live in lavish or anything, but you're somewhat comfortable. Or you can let that house go, let that whatever government assistance go, and you go out here and make $15 an hour. And even though you're working hard, you struggling. Chop, go ahead though.
I think it varies, bro. We can talk about this till we blue in the face, but we love a hustle. You know what I mean? So I guess for me, that question would be very similar to, when everybody was getting PPP loans, the people that didn't get it, we regretted it, right? There's obviously, ramifications for it. And today everybody's vegan or pescatarian or whatever, but we don't know the long-term effects of that. So you can fast forward 30 years from now, and we may say, damn, when everybody was eating that processed vegan meat and they thought it was healthy, actually it was more detrimental to the body. Hence everybody got fucking, I don't know, cancer or whatever. Right. So I think in hindsight, it's easy to say that, yeah, it is their fault. Right. And I hate to say this, bro. I hate to say this, but everybody was doing it. Blacks, whites, it is what it was. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, because it was a lifestyle. It's not an excuse, it just is what it was. So I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, my mom was guilty, but my mom also hustled, my mom also worked, right? So I seen it all. So for me to not be a functioning adult, I would be doing my mom's a disservice. But I know a lot of people that fell victim to the same shit or fell to the same circumstances their parents were doing, not working, trying to manipulate the system, using their kids on their taxes. And now kids is grown and these motherfuckers got child support. And you're like, I've been taking care of my kid this whole time. Like, how? You know, shitty situation, shitty family situation. So I don't know. It's hit and miss, bro. I'm not willing to say it's their fault. I just think it was a product of the environment. You know, crack was a cold motherfucker, bro. And not every parent was on crack, but man, that shit destroyed our community, bro.
Absolutely, Howard.
Yeah, I think it's comfort for sure. I want to make one caveat. I took an edible earlier and that shit kicking my ass right now, nigga. Nigga, your boy high as a kite. You feel me? But it's comfort, bro. Assisted living is supposed to be a stepping stone, right, into the next level. But comfort creeps in, and you look around, you're like, well, I'm in this home. I don't necessarily have a mortgage, but I can kind of do what I want with it. It's about $30 a month. Why would I put myself in an uncomfortable situation if I already, quote unquote, in my mind, have it? Why would I even grow? So I don't want to necessarily say it's their fault. I just think it breeds comfort. If you don't have to work for something or if something's just given to you, why would you? It takes a different type of person to be in a good space and to be like, okay, I want to get uncomfortable again. But that's not everybody. Right? That's us. That's us on this on Garage Days. Why we got Garage Days? We're making ourselves uncomfortable again. We start a new venture, right? So that's us. But it's not a perspective that everybody have, nor should they. You feel me? So, but it's definitely comfort. Comfort will snatch your fucking like drive away from you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
My perspective.
Go ahead, D. James.
Real quick, Beans. I just want to say most of us are still experiencing that. We may not experience it in the housing, but a lot of us experience it with a job.
Jobs, yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it looks different.
Facts,
My bad, James. Go ahead, bro.
What up? What up? This Bone was cracking.
Nigga named Bone, nigga. Nigga name ain't James, nigga. Nigga named Bone.
What's good with y'all? Hey,
what up? What up?
Well, my opinion on this one is this. I feel it's a choice at the end of the day, a choice amongst a personal choice, because a lot of us grew up in difficult environments, I may say. We all grew up in difficult environments, but at the end of the day, we all knew right from wrong. I know a lot of people that have been in bad situations, no mother, no father, and dealt in a really bad situation. But right now, they're successful individuals. So I feel like if someone always have to blame, because I'm tired of people with the blame game. They want to blame the white man. They want to wear out Wiles grays. They want to blame all types of things. At the end of the day, it's your personal aspirations to what you want to do. Don't blame your parents, because, hey, they was built on a situation and a code as well. So I believe we all had an opportunity to be great in this world. So I'm just saying, it's a cop-out phase, in my opinion. I believe we all have the opportunity each and every day that we have breath in our lungs to be the best person we can be.
Bro, let me ask you this. Is there such thing as a victim?
I believe not. I believe not. I don't believe in the victim phase. No way.
Gotcha.
Bone, I'm assuming you speaking to the current situation, right? We can't obviously lump everything in, but you're talking about like the victim mentality in terms of like, oh, I'm not successful because my mom was from, that's what you're speaking to, right, Bone?
Right. That's what I'm speaking with, because a lot of people use the victim thing. Just like a lot of, a lot of my brothers, we be sitting up talking about different issues like this. That's why I'm loving you guys' little Garage Days thing. I'm gonna try to get more brothers.
Hey, Bone, this ain't no little Garage Days, big dog. This Garage Days.
Hey, brother. Hey,
the powerful,
the Garage
Days.
Yeah, but it's a lot of people had a victim mentality. Just like certain things, they say, okay, well, Obama, this and that, and this and that. I said, I'm gonna keep it real. Obama didn't do shit for us.
Oh,
man, I like Bone. I like him.
Keep it buck. He didn't do shit for us. And people get
Yeah.
mad at it. They get mad at me, when I say that, but he really didn't. Come on now. He did what he had to do to get that other 4 years in. I mean, I'm a realist. That's why I'm on here. I want to speak real. You know what I mean? I want to learn and I want to speak real and freely about, things about, life in general. Point blank simple.
Did more for foreign policy than he did for Black America.
There you go. That's what I want to hear.
And I do realize that a lot of it was, for lack of a better word, I'll say out of his control. But I've seen some fucking executive orders. How do Asian Americans get a hate crime bill before we do? Like, how the fuck that happened? You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. 100%.
Even with that though, bro, is it because I don't think you should look for anybody outside of yourself to save you.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
Period.
Period.
But if they throwing life rafts, goddamn it, I want one.
You say this?
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
I feel you. But I think sometimes we just, as people, we look for outside influences so much to free us when you got to free yourself. You got to save yourself.
I think the problem with that though, H, bro, is that I'm with you 1000%. But everybody else ain't saving themselves. Everybody else getting life rafts. But we expected to save ourselves. We expected to, figure it out on our own. And I think for me, that's my issue.
I don't know, bro. I hear what you're saying. Like, motherfuckers do get bills and get shit.
Talk to me then, Howard. Let's talk about it.
Facts, bro. But I also think that a lot of these other people do look to themselves to get themselves out of situations. They don't wait for something to happen. They go make it happen. You know what I mean? Again, the structure of black culture is that I heard a guy say, right? Like, yo, if I get rich, all 5 of my brothers get rich. Right? They stick together, they have a certain code, and they not looking at the outside of nobody else except that unit and that tribe to make this shit happen. You feel me? They leaning on each other and they're going to do it. We can't do that for a couple of reasons, but we also can't do it because we don't necessarily, not us, want to hold each other accountable within a group.
Nice.
For whatever reason, right? I talk a lot of shit, bro. I'm a shit talking motherfucker. But me, Milt, and my boy Rick get up every morning and we go work. But the reason why we talk so much shit, because we're holding ourselves accountable. What do you mean you couldn't make it? I don't care what you have to do. Just go lay down and get fat then.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But we hold each other accountable. If I'm slacking, they hold me accountable. It is vice versa. I don't think as a culture we do that anymore. We don't sharpen iron no more.
You know what that is though, Howard?
What's that, bro?
If I hold Tay accountable, what Tay go say? Oh, that nigga just jealous of me. Or he just a hater. Not Tay. No, not Tay personally. But I'm just saying is, we quick to say somebody a hater or somebody jealous, and it's like, no, you just on bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. You just full of shit.
Like, but you got to put your guard down and allow that shit to come in. Last week when you was like, bro, and we live now, so we gonna talk about it. You was like, yo, bro, how I need you to do this a little bit more, Beans, I need you to do this a little more. I said, nigga, don't you ever not sharpen my iron. Don't you ever feel like that I'm slacking on something and you don't say something. Because guess what? I'm still waiting on my 50 push-ups. And I'm gonna let you know.
Every fucking show. I talk to you all day, every day. That shit never come up until we live. Hey, you owe me 50.
But you know what, fellas?
I got you.
You know what, fellas? I feel it's a lot of fear within people as well, too.
Oh, that's no facts.
It's fear. It's fear. It's fear with people not want to be themselves. Social media has made so many people fake and the world fake. It's a shame.
Man, you can be anybody you want to be on social media these days.
Hey, but look, even before social media, goddamn, what's the shit? Reality TV started doing this shit first.
Yep.
Right. Like
You're
I
right.
know a couple of people that was on reality TV shows, and they had tell me like, man, that's not how it really went. But they cut that scene off or they cut that part off, and the reason is because they won't. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I agree, guys. Like it's
you trying to get your boy killed with that question. I don't. You trying to get your boy killed, bro?
What did he say? Let me does that go back to being raised by Big Mama? So you mean like the nurturing, no tough love? Nobody putting a foot up your ass, telling you, holding you accountable?
I'm talking about where she was talking about jealousy and stuff like that. A lot of people being raised by women, you automatically get that jealousy trait. Whereas guys, when we like y'all all played sports inside the locker room, it wasn't no jealousy. You know what I'm saying? The dude was just better than you. He was just better than you. You know what I'm saying? And you held you was okay with that. But the reason why a lot of women can't be together is because they hate each other, or they be jealous of each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
But shit, that ain't just
And-
women though, Milt. I think
Nah.
that's men too,
But
though, bro.
I think that's because it goes back to the big mama situation. You was raised by a woman.
So you saying
know what I'm
the
saying?
men that are like that was raised by a woman? Mel, are you turning red yet? Your skin your blood boiling yet, Mel?
Hey,
Glad you know.
hey, Beans, real quick though. Beans, what Holmes say about being jealous?
Jealousy is a female trait for one.
Male
Yeah,
should be
You gotta
jealous. That's a
overcome
female trait.
Man,
If you still dimes, it's still wait.
Me and Howard talk about it all the time. It's everybody has those traits. Everybody has that trait in them. But as men, we're not really built to bring it out. You're supposed to be able to make your decisions without jealousy, without envy, without hate, without sadness, happiness, even all
my
that.
nigga, you a
But
sociopath sound like.
I don't really know what that means, but
Hey, but look, this the way,
it
though.
is what it
Maybe
is.
we're supposed to, but the truth is we don't. Right? When women are one way, we'll call it jealous. When men that ain't nothing but a hater, or that ain't nothing but a dude that's envious. Right? It's a lot of men in the world that have that. I hope you have a great day, but just not as great of a day as me, type of thing. Right? And this shit goes back across anything from drug dealing movies, from or drug dealers and Mitch and Paid in Full shit, from Frank Lucas to Nicky Barnes. Like, this shit is something that's all shit. And we see it in sports, this shit play out all the time, from Kobe and Shaq. Like, we see this shit all the time. So I don't think necessarily it's a woman thing. I just think that for whatever reason, our perspective, we look at it differently when it comes from woman and a man, but it's the same shit, I think.
I think you said it best, Beans. I think you said it best, Beans. Like, hey, have a great day, but how dare you have a better day than me?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, fellas? A lot of times, Cat, you feel like they're hating. Really, a lot of times you motivating these brothers.
Mm.
It's a lot of people that you feel, this nigga don't like me. These cats over here looking at me. They looking at you for motivation. Low key. I'm being honest.
Facts.
You don't know, like I always say this all the time. And I tell my employees, always represent yourself the best way you can, because you never know how someone is peeping you out to be something, to get something from you to make them better them. You never know.
And that was a slight flex, though, right? That's what I tell my employees.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
That's why I tell my minions. That's why I tell the little
Slight
homies.
flex.
Hey, real quick, Bo, is the D James Elite Package Systems? What is that? Shout that out. What y'all doing over there?
Oh, I got my own logistics company.
Okay.
We deal with everything. We deliver Amazon, On Track. I'm 134 employees in. We do it all, man.
Well, shout out to you, Bone, man. Good shit.
Shout out to you, bro.
Hey, Bone. This I mean, it's gonna sound funny, bro, but I'm being dead ass serious. And not for me, just because I think it's dope and I want to hear your justification as to, why you do or why you don't. Do you hire felons?
Yes, I do. Absolutely.
You feel like elaborating on that a little bit, your thought process, because a lot of companies don't. So, being in a position to give people second chances, kind of speak to the ideology behind that.
No one's perfect. Everybody make mistakes. Just point blank simple. Growing up in, in the city, and a lot of us know, cats that made mistakes, but you could always be a better you the second time around. So my process is, I had to go through a process when I hire drivers. They have to go through a background check. The background check is, they'll say, okay, you got a felony. We don't believe you should hire them. So the United States of America tell me off top, we don't want you to hire this guy. But guess what I do? I talk to the person individually, talk to them and see what's going on with them. I give them a second chance. Fuck with the USA.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. So I'm just, letting it be known of what I do. My company, I probably have 60% African Americans, 40% Hispanics. I give a second chances all day, all the time. Have I been burned? Absolutely, because that's everybody don't want it.
I'm sure you're gonna be bummed by somebody with a squeaky clean record. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you got to go off that person. That's just what it is. But I do hire fellas. Absolutely.
Bone, are you a Cowboy fan?
Nope. 49er fan, baby.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Don't get them started, man. Look at me.
Bang, bang.
Why you even getting going?
Hey, Cowboy fans,
Raise your hand
chill
if
out.
you're
Y'all
in
look
first
good.
place.
It's okay. Yeah, y'all look good. It's all right.
Now everybody in here in first place. I mean,
It's ugly though. It's ugly, but we
some
here.
in first place. It is nasty though. You feel me? But they're in first place. Hey, shout out to Bone though.
Hey, Bone, I'm definitely putting that on. I'm putting that on the highlight, bro. I think that's super dope, and I'm definitely gonna post it, man. You speaking on what you do, bro. Like I said, it's difficult enough out here for us, and the fact that you understand it, you haven't got so far removed from where you come from, and shit. I mean, I hate to bring it back up, but if Jerry Jones is getting second chances, why can't little Jimmy from what I'm saying, from the hood?
That's why I asked if he was a Cowboys fan too. But yep, you're right.
Hey, real
Shout out to
quick
Bone,
though. Real quick before we transition, bro, and this might lead into the second topic. The last topic we're talking
Enjoy the
about.
stir fry, Cam.
The last topic is going to be just about credit and business credit and all that stuff. But are y'all paying attention to what's going on with these crypto moguls?
It's ugly, right?
Man, bro, not only is it ugly from the investment aspect, but a lot of the most successful ones are waking up dead, bro. Like young,
Word?
like the dude who created Bitcoin died. Another dude who was a huge investor in it randomly died in his sleep. This shit is crazy right now. I don't know
I
what's
also
going
seen
on.
some people selling their shit too. Like motherfuckers that was like big ass, like out in front. Yeah, buy this crypto is gonna do well. And now they selling their shit.
Bro, Justin Bieber had a piece that he bought for fucking, I think 1.3 million, a little art piece from Bored Ape. That motherfucker's worth $68,000 right now. So think about all the people that fucking went 100 in crypto. You know, me and Ray talked about going balls deep in crypto a little bit. And motherfuckers is going belly up, losing everything they got, bro. So it's a sad situation, but
Hey,
I was
so
just,
are you telling me Odell played for the Rams for free last year?
yeah. Now, and I was always been curious about that. So my thoughts on that was the value of it, right? So even though the value has tanked, he'll just get more Bitcoin.
I don't know.
But shit, I don't know.
It depends, bro, because there's a lot of cryptos out there.
Right.
You got a lot of people that was creating their own crypto. Tom Brady even got, his own stuff. And then NFTs and crypto is two different things.
Correct.
Bro, right?
Correct.
Still on a blockchain, but two different things, right? But like I said, you got a lot of these athletes and superstars and stuff like that were getting big money off people with NFTs and, making their own crypto. Now, the big dogs, they still around. The Bitcoin and Ethereum, all that type of stuff, they still around.
By the skin of their
all
teeth.
the little ones, yeah, people coming up missing.
Hey, let me tell y'all, this right here is a crypto key, right? A keep key. I put some crypto on this shit probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I forgot the password. So if any of you niggas know how to unlock this shit so I can sell my shit and get some money,
send it to me.
Y'all gonna let me know. All right, I will.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I will.
Send the whole thing though. Send the whole thing.
Hey, B,
it's ugly. I ain't gonna lie, it's looking ugly for you.
It's ugly. Hey, B, can you put your face? We were trying to put Moto face on the front of a crypto and call it Compton cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey, can we put your face on there now? You like a crypt, but you like a cool crypt. So we'd be like Compton crypto. I'm saying, bro, it might work. It might work, bro.
Hey, fuck it. Go ahead and make our quick little portion of the wealth and get up out of here like everybody else. Shit.
Facts.
Facts.
But all right, everyone, that's it for today's show. I know it was a short one.
Business credit one.
I thought that was business. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, and she.
No, I was saying that was going to segue into it, right? And so, Howard, help me out with the wording. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of. So I guess we just go talk about just credit, right? What it looks like, how, and this is more of a think tank. Like we're not really gonna navigate this one. This is just more about how you establish your business credit, if you have business credit, how you improved your own individual credit, if you're maintaining a high credit score, what are some things that you recommend? I really feel like, man, we were talking about how old gangster rap was. But the IRS and all that stuff, man, in credit, that's fairly young too. It ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? I think it was created in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, early 70s, late 60s.
Right.
So that's how we go open the floor. So, you know, kind of speak to it, y'all experiences with credit and how it works, and even some apps that you want to recommend if you can, just because, I mean, times are about to get hard for us. So if the very least, if you ain't got no credit, think things might get a little complex, right? Because cash isn't as valuable. And shit, all we got is social currency at this point. If your name got smut on it, they ain't giving you shit.
And Bo,
At the end of the day,
me and Bo talked about it a little bit, right? Bo, that's why I was gonna say shout out to Bo, because Bo put me on some shit. He gave me some game one day when he bought some tacos. So you want to talk about it a little bit, Bo?
yeah, you are your credit. That's basically where it starts at. Because how I started my credit was making sure my credit score was good. Because your first piece of corporate credit, it goes off of your credit, your personal credit.
Right.
It has to. So how I established it was getting off my own credit. Then once you know, you build it up. Next thing you know, you say, hey, I'm on time, everything. Next thing you know, they start throwing you business credit cards, easy. But you are your credit. I mean, that's it. You know, that's how it starts. But lines of credit. All right. I'm about to say this. Is this going viral anywhere?
It can.
I
I mean,
so.
or I can redact it, whatever you want to do.
Because I got some info to tell some people that you can get some business credit real easy.
Okay, talk to us.
Please do, because that's what we trying to get.
All right, I got a plug, man. I got a plug named Katrina. Use the line.
You know what, Bon? We
We go group chat now.
Because the thing is this, let me tell you something. I learned from my Caucasian and Arab people how to go the easy way.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We as Black folks wasn't taught this. And once I got put on game on how to do it and do it their way, what Magic was saying, use other people's money to make yourself rich, I got the person to make it happen, and it's not even hard. And I think we as Black folks thought it was so hard to do. It's easy as HELL. We can talk about this on another level.
Can I get your number from Howard?
Yes, sir. Howard has it. Taya has it. Get at me, man.
And the thing is, too, everybody in here family, too. So we definitely share with everybody. It's just because we're recording this content, you know, and names we don't want it to act, air out, and so anybody, have some ramifications.
Yeah. And then
everybody here, we're gonna share mail.
Yeah, I got to wait.
Milk, we're gonna let it all, we're gonna share.
Yeah, I got a
my blood flowing heavy.
I got a hell of a way. And the thing is this, a lot of people talk about it and don't want to get resources on getting brothers up. My boy Tay know how I get down. I'm gonna be your resource. Tay know how I get down, and I'm proving. It's not a lot of cats talk about it. Oh, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna do this. Nah, can Tay know my get down? If you win, I win too. I just want to see us, get up. That's all I want. That's it.
I think that goes to what you was talking to earlier, my brother. That's why we can't play victim no more. Is because now we got knowledge of everything that's going on. The people before us didn't have that knowledge. That's why we was getting kicked out at 18, because it was too hard to feed 5 motherfuckers in the household already. So nigga, you 18, you got to go get your own. You know what I'm saying? But now, generational wise, we gonna improve. You know what I'm saying? We hopefully everybody on here become millionaires, and everybody on here kids gonna be millionaires. Our grandkids gonna be millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
As far as personal credit, man, I feel like a lot of it we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it we just don't know. Like, so for example, when I started, really focusing on my credit was like a 423. And I remember that number like it was fucking yesterday.
Man, don't say that shit out loud, my nigga.
Hey, look,
I'm just playing.
My shit was 423. And then when I really started to understand this shit and I really started looking at my credit, I had a credit score of 423 and I had $600 worth of debt. $600 fucking dollars worth of debt. But I was so young and I had nothing positive on my credit and nobody can really walk me through how to do it. I started making phone calls trying to figure out, how do I get this off? Oh, just pay $50 or, pay this. It was only $600. I mean, we spent more of that over the course of 2 months in the club or a bar. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's what started me. And then outside of that, man, it's some people will tell you, you know, you want to keep 30% on your credit card. I don't believe in that. I believe in using a credit card as much as you can and then paying that shit off. I don't believe in carrying no balance because that's just a way to fucking, you know, keep the rich getting richer. Fuck them.
Yep.
And that shit's
Right.
worked. I mean, I'm up to fucking a
Right.
760. I got my wife up to a 740.
Woo!
Like,
Talk that talk, she.
Right.
We rocking with it. You know what I mean? I can walk in anywhere in this fucking planet and say, look, this is what I need on credit. My credit got so good, bro. I walked in my credit union. I say, look, and we can talk about this because it's not shit we used to experiencing. I walked in my credit union. I said, look, I want to get a car. They said, how much you got? I said, I ain't got nothing, but I forget who said it. I got me. They said, what's your credit score? I said, you run it, you tell me. Right. They said, look, here's a pre-approved loan for 25 grand. You walk in, ain't no conversation. I ain't got to sit down with nobody. I ain't got to worry about my credit score. Look, I got this letter from my credit union. This is what I want. I want it as cheap as possible because I want to get an extended warranty. Like, and that paper was cash. You couldn't tell me shit. And they couldn't argue me down because the money was good. Bro, I ain't never got in and out of a dealer so fast in my fucking life.
And she,
Great
the chest
stuff,
out.
bro.
You went out the chest out, she. You went out
What?
you went in there with your chest.
What? Wife beater on, wave cap, nigga ain't had hair since the 80s, nigga. King Kong with it though. You couldn't tell me shit, bro.
Good stuff.
And then turned around, did it 2 years later for the wifey.
Talk
So,
about it.
you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, it's doable. It's not impossible. I think the hardest part though is it's just understanding what options you have. And once you know your options, it's easy to play ball at that point.
So, Howard, I see you got a question, and we
I
got
want to
something
ask
to
Bo
say
if you
that
don't
I'm.
mind. He don't
Go
have
ahead.
to answer it. He don't answer it. I just want to know what was his number, his personal credit score number when he started establishing business credit.
For mine,
Yeah.
when I first started getting my business credit, it was like a 640.
Okay.
Yeah, 640.
And you can pretty much do anything you want with a 620.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I right, Bone?
You right.
Sorta.
You right.
Well,
You
I
right.
know personal credit. So right now it's crazy. I have made 2 phone calls today to some credit repair agencies because I was in the process of trying to refinance my home, and turns out that I got a charge off on some shit. Not a charge off, school loans. So, you know, school loans haven't, the government suspended them since fucking COVID. So
That's
you
not
don't have to
supposed
pay.
to. That's not supposed to affect your credit score, so you can fight
But
that.
it has been. It's been reported negative on my shit for the past 2-3 years. So I'm trying to contact a credit repair. Right. Yeah, I was talking to Rocket Mortgage today, and that's who told me. So I've been on the phone all day trying to figure this shit out. So I'm
Call,
happy.
Hey.
call your loan.
Hey, Corey,
Yep.
did they report it to Experian already?
I'm not even sure. This is what Rocket Mortgage told me that was reported. So I didn't even check yet any of the bureaus for myself. This is what they said.
You can
If I
call a
may
student
ask,
loan.
what's the debt? What's the amount of the debt they're talking about with the loan?
42,000, something like that.
Oh, that's easy, bro. You get that off in 30 days.
Yeah.
Man, y'all need to talk to me on another. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You need to
I'm
talk to me.
gonna go ahead and reach out.
But you can
Yeah, reach
also
out.
you can also call whoever your loan provider is and explain it to them, and they can correct it a lot sooner. And it may not cost you nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm thinking is, I know they like to go on their system and correct it, but will it report to the credit agencies as, oh, all those 3 years of
Yes.
negative shit is wrong? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Fix
Yep,
it.
it will. He's right.
And that's that. I mean, even when I paid off, let's just say I owed Macy's some money. When I paid Macy's, I told him I need something in writing before I pay you. That once I paid, you're going to report this to the credit agency within 24 hours. If you don't fucking give me that letter, I'm not paying. Because all I got is a couple years left. I can write this shit out. I've been writing it out. They provide
Right.
you that letter, and they're gonna make it happen, bro. Because they want the money.
You're right.
Why the fuck
Absolutely.
they
Right.
ain't got a class for this in schools?
And we talked about this, Milt, like St. John Bosco is the only school in the country that has a financial literacy course that has a mandatory financial literacy course. So you don't take that
Damn.
class, you don't graduate.
Nice.
And
Might
so
be I might be looking to get my son into fucking St. John Bosco.
it starts in
Nice.
2023.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this though. Why don't we be first HBHS, I guess, HBCU high school, make our own shit? Cause that's a whole nother thing, right? We got enough thinkers, you know, enough qualified people to open up our own shit too.
Nice. Real shit. You're
Or you
right.
just take the shit on the road or create an online class.
That too.
I ain't gonna lie,
Look
I'm
at Howard.
motivated
Look at
as
Howard
fuck.
smiling. Howard like, shit,
Howard
you know how many
high.
smokers I can get with that?
No, I'm high as a kite.
Let's go get me.
No, I'm high, but it's the motivation, bro. It's the motivation, bro. Like, listen, like Bone said some shit last time we talked. And when he came and bought all the tacos I had left. You're looking out, my nigga. But anyway, he told the nigga some shit. He told the nigga some shit. I asked him that same question. He gave me some game then. So yeah, I gotta tap in with the brother a little bit more often.
Yeah, get at me, man. Hey, a lot of things, like I say, I'm hopping on this because it's a lot of things I can learn from you guys, and a lot of things, you know, shit y'all can learn from me. Especially, I just learned something about the cryptocurrency thing. I don't know nothing about it, so I'm just listening to you guys talk about it.
That shit's
Yeah,
crazy, Bone.
That's new to me.
That shit's crazy.
But bees go to work, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm killing myself.
I got one more thing for as far as credit, real quick. I don't like to use it because, like we already talked about, bills don't stop. But a lot of these motherfuckers, they will, you know, just because you late on something doesn't mean it's reporting to your agency or to an agency, right? So, you know, they can only report it 30 days past due. Right.
Mhm.
So, you know, like I said, they'll tell you one thing, and sometimes we need that little cushion because we in a little pickle or a little jam.
Right.
But don't be afraid to use that shit to your benefit. But you got to monitor those 30 days. But you know, that 29th day, you pay that shit
Pay
off,
that
it never hits your credit, and you get the extension that they might not want to have. You get an extension that you might otherwise have been denied.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a late fee gonna be on that motherfucker.
Fuck it. It ain't on the credit.
They gonna charge you that little extra.
Ain't on the credit.
Yeah, it ain't on the credit. Right on. All
All
right,
right,
guys.
garage days, nigga. We tapping in, nigga.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of there because that's one of the reasons why I got this other night gig to use it all to build my business credit.
Hey, I got one
There you
question for
go.
y'all. I got one question. Hey, Beans, what size is that shirt?
Let me tell you something. It's my man. Look, let me tell you, I'm about to get back in the gym 5 days a week, 5:30 in the morning every morning. So don't you'll see.
Hey, this motherfucker didn't answer the question though. I feel you.
No, it's an XL. It's an XL.
Okay. All right, you feeling it out, big dog? You
Yeah,
looking like you know, you look like you ain't fell off. You on your
I
shit,
told you this old white man down there choking me out a couple weeks back, man. I'm trying to get back to it now.
bro. You said an old woman in that Muay Thai class.
Man, I would get choked out a lot. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a humble. But and Muay Thai, I hold my own, but when that jujitsu shit start, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit, I'm telling you, the motherfuckers be in there doing shit.
It don't
But
matter
it be a
how
whole
big
lot
you
of
are.
like military motherfuckers in there too that just already know certain shit. But
It don't matter how big you are, how strong you are. If you don't know, they gonna have a field day with you, huh, Beans?
yeah, it's real shit. They use your strength, they use your aggression, your body movements against you. So they know, okay, this motherfucker strong. He gonna push. I'm gonna let him push all the way. I'm gonna turn him, and once I get a hold of some shit like that, it ain't nothing they can do. You just stuck.
Hey, I gotta go get Mike Tyson from school, y'all.
Hey, yeah, but let me get up out of here too. But
All right,
everybody,
y'all.
I'm gonna type in with everybody. Bone, I'll holler at you, man. It was good seeing and talk to you, Bone. It's been a long
All the
ass
time, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, y'all put me
Alright,
in contact with Bone. I want to holler at him.
Yeah.
Got you.
Got you.
All right,
Got
y'all.
you.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.